Okay, my friends, here we are on fast number 9. It's Vaughn with Spirit of Health. This is the juice fast, and juice fasting is nothing new. It's probably the most popular way people fast out there, just in the world in general. Juice fasting has become tremendously beneficial and popular. I think juice fasting is great. I think there's actually a lot of disadvantages. It's honestly not my favorite fast. I know I'm probably in the minority when I say that, but I'll give you the reasons and my thoughts behind it, and you can decide if it's good for you or not. But in general, juice fasting has been made popular by Norman Walker, Jack LaLanne, Paul Bragg. There's been a lot of pioneers of juice fasting in America. No doubt, it's healed thousands of people. No doubt. Okay. There are programs out there like Gerson therapy where people do juices for cancer. There are a bazillion stories out there. So again, I don't want to say I'm not a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. There's even a website out there called Juice Feasting where people will fast on juice for 90 plus days. So there's a lot of great benefits to it, but it's also very challenging to many people. And there's a lot of reasons why people might not be able to do it. So I want to give you all the options and have you do what's best for you. Fruit and vegetable juices are like liquid glory. It's kind of like the best of everything that God gave us in a concentrated liquid form. All the vitamins, all the minerals, nourishes and strengthens the body without burdening the digestion. Gives the opportunity for the body to heal itself. So I love all those benefits of juice fasting. So who will benefit? This is another type of fast that's going to be better for people with a hot body condition or somebody who wants to lose weight. If somebody's already thin, cold, and weak, I don't recommend juice fasting. I think there's better things out there to do. I've seen a lot of people do it and feel miserable and feel like they're wasting away. And that's not our goal here. Advantages. Only consuming juice allows the body to get nutrition without stressing out the digestion. So vitamins, minerals, some energy. I know when I drink a good green juice, boom, I feel alert, I feel energized, like you just feel really good. Prolonged juice fasting is definitely healing as a remedy to help many people's health conditions over time. So disadvantages. I'm going to list a few. Again, I just want you to take it for what it's worth. I'll list quite a few disadvantages and my concerns related to juice fasting. It's not to discourage you. It's to educate you. You want to do what's best for you. But that's why I'm listing 11 different types of fasts, because a lot of people feel like, well, I don't want to water fast. That's too hard. That's too extreme. So I'm going to juice fast because what else is there? Like, how else do you fast? Well, again, that's why I've listed out 11 different types that you can do, because there are other options out there. All right. It's time consuming. Many people fail to complete juice fasts just for the lack of time, just for the amount of time it takes to make all these fresh juices. Because most people know ideally you're not just going to the grocery store and buying juice off the shelf, because it's probably not fresh, it's probably been pasteurized, it's probably loaded with sugar, and so you really do have to be careful. It can be expensive. I mean, it's unfortunate, but fruits and vegetables can be very, very expensive today. So it can seemingly cost people a fortune to juice fast. It might be way cheaper just to eat fruit only, or only fruits and vegetables, or raw foods like I talked about in some of the other fasts. It's not a true fast. Now, let me explain what that means. Because every fast I've talked to so far, the first 8 and this being number 9, none of them are actually true fasts. Okay, a true fast is a water fast or a dry fast. So what I mean by that is, yes, it's great. It's a great fast, but a true fast is reserved only for water fasting and dry fasting, because the body does not go into what's called autolysis or autophagy, where it starts to break down old, sick, dead, diseased tissue, unless you're doing a water fast or a dry fast. So, in other words, it's a great fast. It's great for healing, but it's not the deepest level of healing that you can go into. It's high sugar. Juices will throw your blood sugars all over the place. When juicing, even beets and carrots become high sugar. It might be better for some people just to eat whole fruits and vegetables. Just do the raw food diet. might be better for your stability and for your blood sugars, and it might be easier and it might be less expensive. But just some thoughts. Not safe for candida, yeast, fungus, mold, and other infections. Way too much sugar for somebody with an infectious issue. I've experienced people juice fasting who should not be juice fasting. It makes them worse, not better. So it's really something to be thoughtful of. You will get more health benefits and time benefits water fasting or dry fasting. So they say a 10-day water fast is the equivalent to a 40-day juice fast as far as the benefits. Okay, so you can get deeper, long-lasting health benefits from a 10-day water fast than you can from a 40-day juice fast. Okay, something to consider. When juice fasting, you're often still battling your appetite. The juice and the sugar sometimes are enough to stimulate the appetite, and that can cause a struggle in that area. Again, with water fasting and dry fasting, you completely eliminate that. It's really hard to stay warm when juice fasting, almost impossible. So if you're already thin, sick, weak, that's hard. You can add ginger, you can add cayenne, you can add other warming spices to your juices. Jalapeno is great in juices. So there's some things you can do to kind of help with that. Okay, so what to eat? The juice only of fruits and vegetables. So this isn't blended. This is not including the fiber or the pulp or anything like that. It's separating the fiber and the juice. You're only juicing. I'm not going to give you recipes. There's hundreds of books. Paul Bragg wrote a book called The Miracle of Fasting. There's all kinds of books with juice recipes that you can look up. Norman Walker had a bunch of books on juice fasting. My recommendation is to do mostly vegetables. Do mostly vegetables and just very small amounts of fruit, like for taste, like apple. So celery's amazing. Cucumbers are amazing. For example, you can do celery and you could add in lemon and ginger and maybe a little bit of apple. But I generally encourage lots of vegetables juiced and smaller amounts of fruit. The fruit's great. Fruit sugar is great for energy, and there's a lot of benefits to it, but you don't want to do just straight fruit juice. It would be way, way, way too much for the body. Beverages. Water only as needed, but you're juicing. I don't know if you'd really need to drink water at all. I even tell people don't drink too much juice because your goal is dark, cloudy, stinky urine. Now you might have never heard that before. I'll highlight that again in the next couple of videos about water fasting and dry fasting. But if your urine is clear and you're peeing all the time, you have too many fluids in your body and you're not detoxifying, especially in your kidneys and your lymphatic system. You need dark, cloudy, stinky urine. So you might need to decrease your fluids a little bit and don't overly drink water. What to avoid? Everything that is not fruits and vegetables. Pretty simple, right? Fruit and vegetable juices. Length of fast. I'm pretty open here. I think a good reset, so to speak, is like a 3-day juice fast before going deeper into like a water fast or a dry fast. I'm not overly a fan of extended 40-day juice fasts. I listed all the reasons why you might think about whether you want to do a juice fast and that's best for you or not. 40 days on juice for the right person can save their lives. And I do believe it can reverse chronic health conditions. So definitely motivation to do it if you feel like it can help you with a serious condition. If you're 300 pounds, hot and sweaty, you're eating fast food, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, absolutely do a juice fast. There's plenty of people out there who are on the standard American diet, who are struggling with weight or health conditions, who have been eating processed foods and junk food their whole life that desperately need a juice fast. Okay, but there's other options out there too. Hot body or cold body, definitely a hot body condition. If you're cold, thin, weak, living in Wisconsin, you might not torture yourself with a juice fast. I'm just saying that because honestly, people don't know, or they think they have to do it, or they've been told that that's what you have to do to have good health. And you can do other types of fasts. You can do warm cooked food, steamed vegetables, soups, khichdi, all kinds of other great things. All right, testimonial. I have a friend, I called this friend Boaz. That was my made up name. Okay, Boaz. Again, this is a true story. We're saying Boaz is young, in his late 30s, and athletic. In other words, he's in pretty good shape. I discussed a juice fast with him and his wife to do it for 30 days. They actually did the liver cleanse. Him and his wife did the liver cleanse together. In his late 30s, he's in pretty good health. His reaction was hilarious. I'm going to try to quote him. Okay, this is my attempt to quote him. Vaughn, oh my gosh, like you won't believe it. I feel like I'm in college again. No, I feel better than when I was in college. Like, I can't believe it. I have so much energy. I mean, how can you not eat and have this much energy? Like, that's crazy. Like, that was his response. He was just blown away. They could have so much clarity and energy and feel so good, like, without eating. So, I love Boaz. He probably knows that I'm talking about him. But I love this man, and it was an amazing story of juice fasting and how well he felt on it. I'm going to mention one other lady. This was a lady in Minnesota. She had never done a fast before, never. And when we talked about the various types of things she could try, the juice fast sounded interesting to her, so I challenged her to 21 day on juice. We actually had a phone consult on day 11 of her juice fast. And this is what she said. Vaughn, this might sound crazy, but I wish I never had to eat again. I feel so much energy. I haven't felt this good in 20 years. Now, I hear those stories all the time. People doing a colon cleanse or a juice fast or a raw diet for a while, how they feel like the clock's gone back. They feel 10 years, 20 years, 30 years younger. And I hear that all the time, like, man, I wish I could like not have to eat anymore. I can't believe I feel this good. How can I feel this good without eating? But it's true. So I love it when people cleanse and fast. Lives get changed. People get off of medications they don't need. People realize God has provided everything we need within this body if we can learn how to partner with God's design. We need Jesus. We need his perfect creation and how he perfectly designed the human body, and fasting can help us get there. So here's food for thought. Think of juicing like a liquid feast. All the best fruits and vegetables in a concentrated form. If you haven't tried it, try a 3-day juice fast and see how you feel. As a general rule of thumb, do mostly vegetables but a very small amount of fruit. Your juice fast will be much more successful if you can kind of keep the sugar down, especially the straight fruit sugars. There's no doubt you've probably heard a lot about juice fasting. I only ask you to think of your own body, your health, your time, your budget, your living situation before deciding which fast is best for you, because there are lots of options out there, and this is a good one, but there are other options out there to consider. God bless.